In the early hours of this morning, an armed attacker stabbed 2 students here, then stole a van, killed its owner.
As news emerged of the deaths of Ian Coates, Barnaby Webber and Grace O'Malley Kumar across Nottingham, this family already knew the killer would turn out to be a mental health patient.
I just had a sinking feeling, an emptiness. I felt devastated. You know, the Nottingham attacks wouldn't have happened if they'd listened to us.
Less than a year before paranoid schizophrenic Valdo Calacane carried out the attack, Delvin's brother, Brenton, was stabbed to death by his own son. Rudi Marriott had grown increasingly violent as his mental health declined. His family had repeatedly called the police and tried to get help from the NHS, but say their warnings were ignored.
Brent, in my eyes, is a hero because that could have been anybody that Rudi attacked. He could have gone out and gone on a frenzied attack. And we just feel like we've just been failed by the NHS, by the police, by the mental health service.
I knew he was dangerous. I was living with him.
Rudi's mother says they questioned why her son wasn't being sectioned.
How do you feel about the fact that he wasn't given any help for his mental health?
I'm devastated because I've lost 2 of them. I've lost his dad. He was my best friend for 35 years. My best friend. And I've lost my son, who up until his illness was very loving.
Rudi was sentenced to a hospital order after a diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia.
I'm scared for him when he realises what he's done, because he loves his dad.
A domestic homicide review is examining what more could have been done to prevent it. In the 4 years before Valdo Calacane took a knife onto the streets of Nottingham, there'd been 15 other serious violent attacks carried out by current or former patients of the same mental health trust. If lessons had been learnt, would Barnaby and Grace have made it safely home that night? Would Ian still be enjoying time with his grandchildren? Key questions for the public inquiry into their deaths.
I think that we've seen over a number of years multiple failings within the Notts NHS Trust. We need to get to the bottom of why they happened, who's responsible for that, and to have some genuine change.
The NHS Trust has offered condolences to Brenton's family. The police said their thoughts are with them. Both said they couldn't comment further due to the ongoing domestic homicide review.
This is just a ticking time bomb, waiting for another disaster.
It's an epidemic in our society, and as a result of the broken system, the public are at risk.
They believe public safety must be prioritised when treating mental illness. Becky Johnson, Sky News, Nottingham.